Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Unit 6. Kind of sounded a little robotic there, but I promise I'm not doing some AI feature here. But we are in Unit 6, and the topic is the future of compensation and benefits. So AI may come into play as we talk about things next week. You should be able to see on the video screen I've got the course shell opened up, and we can see the learning objectives. We're going to talk about diversity and inclusion, or DE&I. Obviously, this is a topic that's been around since obviously 1964 at least, because that's when the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was created. But with a lot of things in HR and business in general, we see things get implemented, but then it becomes quite timely before it really starts to take effect. And I think that's the way it is with DE&I. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, if you're not sure what DE&I is. And, you know, it's behind the times. We need to get there. We should be there, but obviously it's not. And then, of course, we're going to look at comp and benefits as the future of workplace. How will that impact the workplace moving forward? And we've talked a little bit about that in Unit 5 with engagement, equity, and some of those things. Great discussion responses there. This is our last unit, our last week together, so, we've got some stuff we're trying to do. You can see the assigned reading and prep materials. I'm not going to go through a bunch of that. I will tell you, I don't typically create the courses. They're created. However, we do occasionally do revisions, and I did this revision and tried to make it a little bit lighter week, particularly given that there's that mastery team assignments that you're going to be working on. So I hope that as a team you've been working together and communicating and working to get that project put together. We'll also have the discussion, and then the Unit 6 journal. So obviously the journal, you did one in Unit 1, we're going to do one in Unit 2, and it's kind of a compare and contrast. What did you learn over the last 6 weeks that maybe you didn't think about, or did the course meet your expectations, things like that. It's a reflection journal, so I'm not looking for references per se. However, if you cite something, please do reference it. But if you provide me with a simple reflection and say, I came into this course not really knowing much about compensation and benefits, and I found that I really like the idea of working in compensation, but not so much benefits, and here's why. That's okay. I'm not gonna ding people for not supporting that with references, because that's a reflection of your own opinion. However, if you say, the Caro said that you won't make any money working in benefits, well, then you probably should cite that as well. Obviously, the mastery assignment is due this week coming up as well. And if you need something, please reach out. I'm available. I try and be responsive. If you post something in the general question and you don't see I've responded within about 12 hours during the week, please reach out a different way. I should get those. I get subscribed to them, and I check my email periodically throughout the day. However, every once in a while, Blackboard decides it's going to stick its tongue out at me and doesn't work like it's supposed to. Really looking forward to seeing how things shape up this week. The Unit 3 narrated videos were really well done. There was a couple of you that submitted presentations without the narration. I like to see faces. I like to hear things, so some things to consider as you do that. And it can be a bit difficult to try and do a two-person scenario, so usually it has to be one person that records it. However, I've seen teams that do that, and that can be a recorded Teams message or Zoom or whatever technology platform you like. Just remember that I have to be able to see it in order to grade it. And I'll be honest with you, I use this. We used to be Screencast-O-Matic, now it's ScreenPal or something like that. It's free, it works really well, and you can upload it to YouTube, and it makes it nice that way. So you could do a Teams meeting and share your screens and video record and things like that. But that's up to you folks to figure out how you want to best address that. But with that in mind, I'm going to close out. Look forward to seeing everybody in the class, and thank you.